After ranking every helipad, this video has been highly requested numerous times by one individual. So, Mr. Bubbly, this one's for you. Welcome back to Rankmas, and for day 3, we're ranking every single runway in GTA 5. Now, you might be thinking, but Buck, there's only like 3 airports in the game. And sure, there might not be very many full airports, but there are up to 10 runways in the entire game. Starting at the bottom of the barrel, the Mackenzie Airfield hangar in Grapeseed might be a necessity for Grapeseed as a community. However, given that it faces a mountain and has the shortest distance of all the runways, makes this an extremely challenging runway to land and take off from. And it also means that it struggles to accommodate any large aircraft whatsoever. Though it will be nice to own this runway in the coming months with the new business. Coming in 9th place is the Southern Diagonal Sandy Shores runway. That little one that runs off in the southern direction. This runway is a lot stronger and maintained as it has a paved surface rather than dirt, meaning that it's built for larger vehicles both in size and material. However, this runway is a lot shorter than some of the upcoming ones, and therefore scored lower. One runway that many people may forget at first thought is El Rubio's private runway on Cayo Perico. This runway may be paved, but it has dirt along the sides and it intrudes on some of the landing areas. However, in this case, the runway itself is wider and has a much nicer location. Facing the water, there's plenty of run-up for any planes incoming. Circling all the way back to Sandy Shores, the north and south runways are very similar, scoring the exact same in the condition, location, and visibility categories. Though the southern runway scores slightly worse than the northern one for 2 reasons. First off, the northern lane is a bit longer, making it more ideal for emergency landings of larger aircraft. Secondly, it is connected to the hangar, which provides quick access to anyone who uses this hangar, even if it's not purchasable. With roughly 35,000 subscribers, I'm just amazed with how tightly knit this community has become, especially over on our Discord, where we chat about GTA 5, life, YouTube, and much more. If you feel like joining, scan this QR code or use the link in the description. Zancudo might just be one of the best places for a runway, because if you own a hangar, it gives you full access to the military base. That being said, runway 33B is the lesser of the runways here. Sure, it's located right outside of one of the hangars, however, given its proximity to the buildings and shorter length, it's just not ideal for large aircraft, and was more suited for use by fighter jets, like the military-issued lasers. Another good point we haven't really seen thus far is the fact that this runway is well lit for nighttime arrivals. Moving down to the main runways that people think of first, we head to Los Santos International Airport, home to 3 official runways. The north-facing LSIA Runway 3, or south-facing LSIA Runway 21, is great for those headed northward from the airport. However, it is harder to access from the rest of the airport inside. It's also a slightly shorter runway than the others at LSIA, and this runway isn't located near any of the hangars, so it's not really used for the missions either. Tied for second, we have LSIA 12R/30L and LSIA 12L/30R. Both of these runways scored the same for length as they run in perfect parallel. They also scored the same for condition, location, and visibility, as they're both well maintained and controlled by LSIA, and they're both up to standard for commercial use. There are 2 categories where they differ, though it balances out overall. The southernmost runway, 12R/30L, has a closer location to the ownable hangars and gets more use. This runway also gets heavier use by commercial jets in story mode, making it a little bit riskier to commute. Meanwhile, runway 12L/30R has better accessibility, being close to the airport terminals and entranceways. It's also the runway that's typically used for drag races within the game, despite these not being an accurate way to test vehicles' top speeds. So, taking all those factors into account, they did tie for second place, meaning that the number 1 runway in GTA 5 is Zancudo Runway 33. Allowing access to the military base, this runway is one of the best kept runways in San Andreas. Having enough space to land even an oversized cargo plane, this runway is plenty wide and plenty long. With the small added bonus of the on-site fire station, this runway is prepared for disaster if it were to strike. Sure, LSIA has a fire crew too, but they're a lot further away from the runways than on Zancudo 33. Which concludes day 3 of Rankmas. If you want to watch yesterday's video where we ranked every single skate park, consider clicking there. Or consider subscribing to be notified tomorrow when I rank all 12 basketball courts.